All right, so this technique is called Osoto Gari. It's a judo technique. It's like an outside trip, but I put a little spin on it to adapt it for wrestling. So wrestlers, typically they like to do an inside trip, and the method that wrestlers do inside trip is to drop to the knee. Well, when doing an outside trip, I'm going to do the same thing. So I get my opponent to move, and what I want to do, I'm going to step behind. And as I step behind, it's very important that I make sure that my shoulders are in front of my hips. So keep my shoulders in front of my hips as I step behind. All right? Now, from here, instead of just trying to pull my opponent over with my shoulders, I'm going to drop to my inside knee. I'm going to drive across the body. This arm is not going to try to whip my opponent down. This arm is going to go out here just to block. So drop to the inside knee. I'm not driving forward, I'm driving across the body. This arm is not going forward. This arm is going outside the block. Outside trip. So once again, right here, I want to push this arm across the body. Step to the outside. Very important that my shoulders stay in front of my hips. If my shoulders are underneath my hips, we're in almost the exact same position. So my opponent might be able to drop to her knee and get me down. Okay? So I want to be in the advantage position so that when I step behind, I want my opponent to have her shoulders over hips, but I want to be leaning forward, so I'm at the advantage position. Also, as I pull, I push this arm across the body so that as I step, I have an arm in front, but my opponent does not. Hit my knee, drive across, go for your points. And this way, I'm going to pull, back step and pull. This arm, push across the body, step behind, keeping my shoulders in front of my hips. This arm is going to come off the shoulder. This knee's going to go down to the mat. I'm going to drive across the body. Back step, pull. Push the arm across the body. Step behind, keeping my shoulders in front of my hips. This arm comes off the shoulder. This knee goes down. Use this leg to drive across the body. Outside trip.